Hi dear Gemini, let us draw one card, oracle card for you, which I have pre-shuffled prior. Oh, loving yourself. Looking at the mirror and reflecting upon your journey, reflecting upon how you could. This card always gives me that message that there's something happened in the recent past wherein your self-respect and self-love has been challenged or has been put to test, and you have your friend here mirroring back to you what you need to reflect on and showing you also a reminder of another card here, which is love's secret. Two maidens are looking at the water only to reveal, only to see the truth about love, or the secret about love, which is it's you are love. You are love and you deserve to be loved, and it always begins with self-love. Loving yourself. You could be in that journey, or perhaps that is a constant reminder for you. This is perhaps the beginning of your journey towards self-love. You are in that journey, or perhaps starting that journey towards self-love, a realization to do that. Let us get tarot cards. First three cards would be your current situation, a peek into your current situation. The continuation of this reading is in the link in the description box below. One more oracle guidance card there, and you could also make your own 3-card spread there. There is a deck there. The decks used also for this reading would be there in that link in the description box below for dear Gemini. Oh, full of reversals here. The Star card, working on that healing, allowing to nurture yourself, but also being strict or being too rigid about your healing. Healing takes time, dear Gemini. So you may be also, while still on that phase of wallowing over spilled milk, wallowing over or feeling that your wish is not granted and it made you feel sad. You could be very hard on yourself right now. Very hard on yourself. Perhaps you're forcing yourself to be disciplined in terms of healing, or in terms of not repeating the mistake that you have made in the past, but you are failing yourself and you are hating yourself for failing yourself. I hope I make sense. English is not my first language, so I apologize for that. I hope I still make sense, and I hope you understand the words that come out of my mouth. The Star card here is always the after the Tower card. Tower is something shaky, shaking your core, or something has, your character has been put to test. It's either that, this is the Star card, it's either that you are being rigid or being too stern about your healing process and you would want to rush the healing process. It's either that, or you wouldn't want to create that, you are repeating the mistakes that you have done in the recent past. There could be sadness, or if not resentment here. There could be quote unquote a failure to do this. Failure, loving yourself. Why do I get that? Why do I pick up on the energy that dear Gemini here hasn't learned her lesson and is being lured into something, and you are about to bite the apple? A temptation, a lure, not going to plan, not perhaps you have made a promise to yourself that this is the path that I would tread, this is what I would do. I would be more affectionate with my lover, with my girlfriend, or with my boyfriend. But you broke your promise, and it could be repeatedly. Okay, as I have mentioned, something happened in the past that a rug has been pulled under you. It was an endless battle. You know that you are getting there, but something happened in the past that outside your control, perhaps. Or I always relate to this card. This is not Seven of Swords, but I relate this card as deception. This is the Nine of Wands. You're almost there. Almost like too near yet too far. That is what I am relate the Nine of Wands to. But that could also mean not standing your ground, giving in. A test of character has been made in the past and you failed the test. That is what I'm hearing. And now you are feeling resentful about it, and tending to your emotions, licking your wounds. Or it could be a refusal to lick your wounds. It was a happy feat. Happy to be of service, happy to be in a relationship, or happy to discover something new. Perhaps happy about what you have discovered about yourself. Hooking up, perhaps. You are spending your quiet time alone, and you are spending your time alone enjoying your book, and somebody came to you, approached you quite deceptively or quite clever in their approach, and then you took a bite on that apple, and it made you ecstatic, it made you feel happy. Perhaps it is something that perhaps in your relationship, you were the one who is the source of strength of the other person, and you are always happy, always willing to be of service, always willing to be that nurturing soul in a relationship, always happy to give, always happy to provide. And yeah, happy to be of service. Perhaps it brought that joy, inner childlike. And perhaps you resent the fact that, you're asking yourself or asking God, asking the universe, why does he have to do that? Why does he have to throw this test in front of you? Why this has to happen? But you are happy nonetheless. Creating structure, creating a new path for you. That is what I'm getting presently. You are working towards this, but you are failing. As per your assessment, you're failing to do so, and perhaps you are disappointed. You're disappointed with yourself because you keep on not doing what you have to do. That is what I'm getting. But as I have mentioned, healing takes time, dear Gemini, so be patient with yourself. Perhaps you're encouraged to be patient with yourself. Perhaps you are also stuck with the idea that what happened in the past. Perhaps if you are married, perhaps there was a very tricky situation that happened in the past. A tricky situation that brought unhappiness to one of you if you are in a relationship. If you are not in a relationship, if you are single now, dear Gemini, What is your problem? Well, generally, it feels like you are unhappy whether or not you're single or in a relationship. You're unhappy with your progress. You're unhappy with not really where you are at right now, but more on um, there's an initiative for you to try something, to work on something, but you're unhappy with how you are dealing with it at the current moment. Perhaps it's like failing yourself, being disappointed with yourself, restlessness in the past. Overthinking. There must have been something in the past that you have expended your like 80% of your energy on, and it's something unnecessary, something that would there's some joy to it, but perhaps it's like a sweetest taboo moment, something like that. It's something that makes you feel good about yourself, but in a greater scheme of things, it is not for your highest good. That is what I am getting. There is chilling, basking in that glory, in that vibe of sweetest taboo moment, and it's something that haunts you. Perhaps it's something that is for example, I'm not saying that you are a gambler, but this could be for some of you. There's a certain addictive vibe in the gambling, or in being in forbidden something, maybe forbidden relationship, and there is a certain ecstatic vibe that you feel around it, but it is forbidden to begin with. It is something that you found joy in. You know what I mean? It's something that you found joy in the past, but at the end of the day, it is something that you know deep down inside of you is not right. Okay, that could be the scenario that happened in the past, something in the past, something forbidden. It's something that brought you joy, but some at the same time, it's something that haunts you before you go to sleep at night. Could be something treacherous, or something that is, it's like sleepwalking at night, going into places, astral projection, going into places, forbidden places, but it's just a secret. It's just you and your soul who knows it. You know what I mean? Or it's just you and the other person involved knows it. Perhaps a friend. I don't know who that person might be, but it's something that brought you that. It's like your fantasies have come to life, and that itself brought you that sense of joy, sense of fulfillment. And perhaps right now in the present moment, it's something that you turned your back on, but you are rushing yourself to forget about it, to forgive yourself about it. Hence this um, unhappy vibes, unhappy feeling about it, feeling like you are never too good enough to get what you want in life, getting out of that betrayal vibes, getting out of that of the energy of a failed marriage, freeing yourself from those energies. Page of, this is the Knights of Cups, contemplating, being in touch with your emotions, working through those emotions, being still, determining or identifying those emotions, listing it down, embracing those emotions, owning it. That is what I am getting, owning those emotions and taking action. There is something that is, I don't see the Chariot here, but I strongly feel the energy of the Chariot here, wherein you have that willpower, you have that determination to bring something to fruition. could also be, for some of you, could also be being at it again, being the trickster and getting into a masquerade and flirting with another person. But I don't feel that that is the case. I strongly feel that you would be working on taking action. If you are in a contemplative phase, I strongly feel that in the future, or in the near future, the outcome would be you would make things happen. There's some desire here that you would bring to fruition, and you would realize that all the resources that you need are with you at the current moment, and you are releasing yourself from the burdens of the past. That is what I'm getting. Let us get a message from the universe. A sense of completion. Embracing. Planning. Manifesting. Being the magician. This is the magician. Being that alchemist. Grounded. Perhaps this situation here has taught you, has humbled you to a point that you are now planning on creating something new for yourself or your partner, finding ways on how to be a better partner. That could be one for some of you. Finding ways on making your dreams come true, one, or finding ways actually to spend more time with yourself, to recognize yourself for your efforts, and realizing how, in what ways can you serve yourself or be spend time with friends so that you could fill your own cup. Focusing on one goal could be. Tending to your emotions. That is what I am getting here, dear Gemini. You are trying to avoid the tragedy. Trying to avoid that tragedy. I hope you could still see it. I'm sorry, I'm losing my light. Let us preventing this tragedy to happen, this betrayal. Wishing for something and actually making it happen, or creating the action steps to actually make it happen, to bring it to fruition. Okay, under my umbrella, empathy, kindness, offering something that you haven't offered before. Perhaps if you have been the receiver in your current relationship, perhaps it's about time that you would be the giver right now. Or gratitude for this kind of friendship. This is about friendship, about a helping hand. If you are feeling depressed right now, dear Gemini, or feeling sad about your mistake, about the current situation, about your partner finding out whatever it is that you have done, perhaps it's time or a call for you to offer something which, you know, it couldn't solve. Look at that umbrella. It wouldn't really it wouldn't prevent the bird to not be wet in the rain because your umbrella is too small. No gesture is too small. That is what I am arriving at. No gesture is small. An act of kindness, no matter how small, is still an act of kindness. No gesture is small for this person. perhaps making amends if you are being harsh on yourself or hard on yourself in terms of making amends or asking for forgiveness. No task or no gesture is too small for this person, because it came from you. Whatever it is that you could do, you could offer right now. Just don't overthink it and just do it. An act of kindness is still an act of kindness. Okay, I guess I would have to leave it at that, dear Gemini. Continuation is in the link in the description box below, and I hope to see you next time. My name is A, and see you soon. Bye bye.